Hello, everybody. This is Fighter Counts of the Geek Fighters. Here to tell you that we're here for our usual stream of Suikoden 2, but I think this is our last one for the year
Yep.
because we'll be back. But so let's try and make this special. If you guys are new here or whatever, or if you're an old fan, like go ahead and tell your family and friends about us.
Absolutely.
And the
what
cacophony
terrible
of
time
dogs.
for my dogs to, start yelping at this time.
Oh, it happens, man.
And if you're watching this, if you're listening to the game music right now, the overworld map music changed.
Ah.
Yeah.
Also, with us is the one talking there, and the one you see on camera is Double RPG, and the other voice you heard is Mental Blue Eyes.
Yep.
It's the perfect name because we call you Metal anyway. So
yeah, that was the idea.
So I'm making a quick trip over here to Kobold Village because we got this new character named Yuzu who can join the 108 Stars of Destiny. It's just a small little quest to get her sheep back in her possession because she's going to be the, I guess you could say, the farm animal herder for our castle.
weird. This is weird.
Cool.
They were called like just before the stream.
That is funny, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Very suspect.
It's like, what? Do they have good timing?
Evidently.
You're the coolest. Thanks, Mister. So you found sheep, like you were explaining, but I couldn't hear you over the dogs, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you, but I didn't hear a lot of it. I heard sheep. That's all I heard. I see you found a sheep.
Yeah. There were 3 of them, and now the girl is looking for a place to keep them because she just doesn't want to keep them in the Kobold Village just roaming around the streets. And makes sense, seeing as how we have all the space back at our castle, and it looks like that sheep is sniffing Rio's ass with him pushing into his rear end. But yes, Yuzu has now joined our group. And she's taken the sheep with them, and let's get out of Dodge and see if we can get Stallion recruited. So, how are you guys doing today?
Well, it's weird. It's Christmas holiday time, but it doesn't feel like it.
And
It
LPH said,
does it?
LPH says YouTube? Oh, what's the matter, LPH?
Well, how's it going, LPH? But yeah,
Yeah,
no,
how's it
Christmas.
going?
Because that's what I was gonna ask y'all. Like, that was my question, Kyle. Too. Like, what? Do you have any plans? Because it feels like plans have been, severely, if not completely canceled for a lot of people, like severely downplayed, like to what people want to do.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't really have any plans for Christmas because, my sister's coming over, and my mom and I, we're gonna try to do something, on Christmas Eve, but as far as Christmas Day goes, no, I'm just gonna be mostly at home and hang around talking to you guys if you are gonna be up for it,
Cool.
But, LPH, what did you mean by YouTube? If you could bring it up to the chat. I'm not connected through Restream for the Geek Fighters via YouTube or Twitch.
I like how my internet just decided to go.
Your internet. LPH says, it done with my thing, and that is Spider-Man No Way Home. Oh, okay.
By the way, in the Discord, I made a channel because you're not the only one who saw Spider-Man, and I made a temporary channel for people to talk about Spider-Man spoilers and all that if they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I got asked. They were like, "Hey, man." And I'm like, "Okay."
Okay, so we're going back to Rabbit Town, and we're gonna see if we can actually get Stallion recruited into our party or into our army. If he or she can stop moving around so much. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we actually win this race. Oh, we still have
Golly,
Need
I don't know.
to trade about 6 more times or I'll never beat Stallion. Okay, so I just need to run away from 6 more battles, and then we can actually get Stallion recruited. So that shouldn't
Okay.
take long.
Well, that's not so bad. Yeah, at least it's 6 and not 60. Like,
Yeah. Well,
Right?
50. Well, 50 overall, but yeah. I honestly thought I had all of them.
That was my joke.
Yeah. But I honestly thought I had all of them done in the previous episode. You know, the number of battles I needed to run away from, but apparently not.
This is our last stream for the year, so like I said, if there's somebody new, hey, what's up? We'll be back Saturday, New Year's Day.
Yes.
I'll be back on New Year's Eve on my personal channel.
Nice.
I don't know if I'll stream Tuesday. If people want to do it, fine. Or if people want to just have a super awesome New Year's Eve stream and hold off on Tuesday, that's fine too. My super awesome, I just mean like I'll be there like extra long, like. So we got to get Stallion.
Yeah, I just need to go through one more battle of running away or letting go the enemy as they're, you know, as the game is telling us to. Since we're already at a high level. If we're at a high level, they'll change the word run to let go, meaning we give the enemies mercy and just letting them flee because they don't want to fight us. Since we're already too uber powerful. Okay.
That's cool. I wish more games did that, where it actually said that, like, you're so strong, it ain't even running away, you're letting them go. That's
Yeah.
cool. I wish more games did that,
Yeah.
because that's basically what it is. Yeah, here.
Oh, hey,
Oh, hey,
Star
Star
Child.
Child.
Yo.
Star
Hey,
Child
we
said
won
he's
that
been playing
race.
the Deedlit Lotos War game. Oh, LPH explained about the YouTube.
Oh, YouTube join your party.
He said he thought you said YouTube join.
No, you're actually talking about the girl
I think the
Yuzu.
dog's barking. Oh, Yuzu. I think the dogs might have like cut you off a little, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. But
Oh, hey, Lord Doom.
Hey, Lord Doom.
We're talking about Christmas and how we don't have much plans except for relaxing because
Yeah.
like, this year and last year have been so weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very.
Go ahead, Metal.
Okay, now we got Stallion. Now we can make our way back to the castle. And LPH says his laptop is messed up. Ooh.
By the way, like I said, this is our last stream for the year for TGF. Now that everybody's here,
Mm-hmm.
or our usuals are here. If more
Yeah,
people show up, I'll say it at the end. I won't keep repeating myself.
right.
I'll just repeat it one more time, and then at the end. And that is this our last stream for this year. We'll be back New Year's Day, and I'll be streaming personally on New Year's Eve. And I may stream Tuesday if enough people want it. But if not, I'll just do it like a longer stream on New Year's Eve because I usually do. That's like a tradition.
Nice.
No?
Yep. And by the way, since we got a new overworld theme, we got ourselves a new castle theme too. Theme song.
Also, Star Trail said he'll watch those New Japan tapes because he bought some. There's this guy he found on eBay that like
Uh-huh.
used to work for New Japan or something, which was like pretty cool, or he knew somebody that used to work for New Japan Wrestling,
Uh-huh.
and like this dude's been like, "Yo, I'll give you the hookup." And I'm like, "That's cool."
That's interesting. Okay, yeah, keep the
Star Child
sounds.
knows more of the story, obviously, since it's what actually spoke to the fellow.
Alright, since we got recruited all we can recruit right now, let's get back on with the story. Yeah!
Let's.
And LPH says he's getting bad static sound. I think it's because of his laptop.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
No, I kind of hear it too from your end. I don't know. Speak again.
You need me to raise up the volume or something?
Metal, does he sound staticky to you?
Just a little, like at least to me.
Yeah, to me as well. Like
Hmm.
not uber staticky.
Yeah, not
I guess
super.
If it's really bad, then I guess it is the laptop. I don't know.
Let me take a look.
Because
Well,
yeah, you do sound. But Lord Doom said, yeah, you sound a little staticky, even,
but not bad.
but not
Okay.
a lot. Yeah, that's what else.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's how you sound on my end too.
Okay. But I really don't know what's causing my, microphone to be all staticky and all. I really shouldn't be happening. I mean, I am using filters to where it's not, where it shouldn't even be that staticky, you know?
Funny enough, that whole sentence was actually clear.
What?
You sounded clear there when you were speaking.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, Lord Doom even said it sounds fine now, just every so often. Yeah, that's pretty much how it's been. Yeah, going.
Okay.
And why is the stream buffering on so much?
Buffering?
The stream will not. The stream just hates. That's on my end. Now this one is probably my Wi-Fi. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I was taking a look at my end, and yeah, there's no dropped frames or anything like that so far. So yeah,
It's
probably is on
always
your...
like this on my laptop, no matter what's. No, it is. It's just I wish it didn't happen.
Oh, Nina's now joining our castle too? Oh, Flick, you just cannot get away from that little girl, man. Or should we just say Bluto, as that's what he was originally supposed to be called?
LPH mentioned
that
Bleach
sucks.
coming back.
Yes, it is. The 1,000-year Blood War arc. The final arc.
So they're finally finishing the whole story. Yeah.
Oh boy, but yeah.
Alright, so we finally got done with the whole rescue Lady Teresa arc, and now we're just in the cusp of starting the new story arc for this game.
Excellent.
You say Metal?
Oh no, I was just kind of reflecting back that. Oh yeah, we don't have terribly much planned, but we're just gonna be chilling. But oh boy, this past week's been a heck of a one for me. I gotta tell you.
Oh,
I mean, it might be minor, but I did finally finish Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Woo!
Okay. Here's a bit of
hey, you're finally free from.
Yes.
Yes, from Forbidden Memories. Also...
Yeah, all thanks to the power of save states and undoing the frame limiter.
Yeah, you were going...
And also getting...
You were going supersonic speed, not only from the game, but from your commentary, too, which actually made it even more entertaining.
I know.
Whoa.
I know, but it's good to be done, but you know what? All good things come to an end, but I don't know what we'll do next. We'll figure it out. Like I said, we're not doing the Hero Club play stream for the next 2 weeks because, well, it'll be Christmas Eve and then New Year's Eve, so...
Yeah.
Obviously.
Basically, we're doing the same thing for Geek Fighters Hero Club, yeah.
Right. Okay, now, if you pay attention on the screen, you can see more story between Joey and the Highland Army. And here's a big plot point for Joey's character going forward, where you probably will start to see more of the parallels between this game as well as the Dune series when it comes to the Atreides character. So, I want your sister, Princess Julia, as my wife. Since he took Green Hill, Luca is giving him a reward, and Joey wants his sister, Julia, to be his wife now.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Ugh.
This is getting a little like Dune. Ooh.
He's like, why, you little punk. You've got balls, I'll say that. Would you like me to remove your head from your shoulders with this blade?
Yee.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
What's the chat say?
Lord Doom says, there's an O.J. Simpson Easter egg in Elder Scrolls Oblivion. It's kind of wild.
Oh,
that's nuts.
God,
and I played
yeah.
Oblivion a lot.
Oh God, what was it again?
Starchild also mentioned he was playing Lotus and ran into the characters from the anime. Starchild said the best part of the last Bleach arc is Kyoraku's Bankai.
Oh yes, Kyoraku, the one with the dual blades.
So this guy, yep, I'm reading the chat here. I'm reading the game chat, and he's like, huh. Dude, like you were saying, oof.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could partially see the parallels a little bit, but between both the characters with how they were, acting basically, or what they're trying to do. Somewhat, I guess you could say. Flick's not here yet. Yeah, where is Flick? Oh, geez. Cool-looking adult still can't get away from horny teenager.
Mm.
Really? Now that I didn't know. Because I have Steam open, huh?
And also, Kenpachi gets his Bankai during that last arc. Yes, he does. But the way how he gets his Bankai is actually pretty sad.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
you remember how he got his...
I remember reading the very end of that arc.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you do remember how he got his Bankai, right?
Nope.
Well, would you rather I spoil it, or would you want to see it for yourself?
You can tell me.
Okay. Who's the lady who's part of the Gote 13? Who's the really wise lady?
Okay, that I remember. That she was the original Kenpachi.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember.
Where she? But you know who I'm talking about. The one who has black hair.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wears
yes.
Yeah, Unohana. Yeah, that's who it is. She what she did was she took Kenpachi with her because she was gonna, tell him, I'm gonna help you bring about your Bankai since it's time for you to know. And basically, she got in so many. She got in a fight with him, but she would always win in killing him. But she would always bring him back to life and say, try harder, or else you're never going to learn what the name of your Bankai is, and until you kill me, basically. And they kept going until eventually Kenpachi was able to kill her, and then that's when he learned the name of his Bankai.
Oh. Bruh.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Bruh.
So, but when going back to the game here, we're going north of Green Hill.
Lord
we're
Duke
actually
said,
going.
Okay.
We're going north of Green Hill, and the place we're going is called the Knightdom of Matilda.
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 Lord Doom said, and did you see the whole part where Kenpachi revealed how he got his sword? Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Lord Doom also breaks all the rules of how those were supposed to work.
Mm-hmm. Because whenever somebody tries to get their Bankai, they have to try to find basically find their sword for themselves instead of getting help from others, essentially. But for Kenpachi, as Lord Doom says,
said,
he just killed a guy and took it for himself. I mean, Ichigo, while Ichigo did Sword Zangetsu was not his sword to begin with, he had to find the sword for himself because he had to get help from those who are above the status of those of the Gotei 13. I can't remember exactly what their names are, and one of them deals with helping people find their own blades for themselves, or their bankais, rather. And Ichigo was having so much of a hard time trying to find out what the name of his bankai is, or, his own sword is, that Squad Zero. And they stopped him from trying to get his own sword for himself because of him failing so much. And then after Ichigo's father told him the story about how he and his mother met, or about the history between him and his mother, I guess, or the connection between his mother and the Quincy's, because it was shown that Ichigo's mother actually was originally a Quincy. And when Ichigo learned more about himself and about his past, and being more accepting about, him being a half Shinigami, half Quincy, then he was immediately brought back to Squad Zero, and then that's how he was able to get his own blades for himself, not the ones that of someone else's borrowed power, pretty much. And yeah, Starchild says this is all spoilers for people who haven't read it. And
naturally.
Yeah, so you did say that, yeah.
Yeah, because I was asking Jerry if he wanted to be spoiled or not. But then again, I probably should have asked all of you too, but
I don't care.
Too late now.
Too late. That's also a really good question. I mean, when should something be considered not spoiler territory?
Very, very timely. That there's a few different rules of thought, especially when it comes to media like games or movies and such.
Yeah.
Like with I think with games and such, it's like a week. Whereas with movies, depending who you ask, it's anywhere from a month after release to whenever it hits, home media. But like I said, there's a lot of very differing takes on when are spoilers not spoilers.
Right. I kind of have the feeling that whenever something is out for at least a year, it should no longer be considered spoiler territory, because it's been out for quite a while, and then at least people should get at least a general understanding of what's all going on. I mean, if they read something like Wikipedia or something like that,
Yeah. Or Doom said, I've had people get mad at. He said he's had people get mad at him for 10-year-old movies.
That is kind of silly.
Yeah, and that's their fault for not watching it within the
6 months to a year.
Yeah, and it's like I said. Not the place to buy ancient texts, that's for sure. But anyway, it's just. I mean, whenever somebody says spoilers, I just feel that's kind of asinine to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I can understand where they haven't been able to see everything, but at the same time, it's you had plenty of time. I mean, it's I know there are some people who haven't even played Mother 3 and for good reasons though, but there are people who have translated the game, and it's been over 15 years since it released, so so it's at that point where they should at least be knowledgeable with it somewhat, I mean, that's my opinion.
Right.
Lord Doom has an insane spoiler story. He said, listen to this. There was a game, he forget which game it was, but there was his friend in his friend group that didn't want to talk about the game together without him being there. He didn't want his friends to talk about it without him being there, okay?
Hmm.
There's more, assuming. And the stream is still buffering on my end, which I'm like,
Damn.
dang, what do I killed Steam. What else do I gotta do?
Oh.
I even turned off my iPad. Like, okay, there's nothing hogging the Wi-Fi now. Like, come on.
Yeah.
To the path.
Now we have to deal with zombie slugs.
LPH says, I just pick my battles for spoilers. On TV shows and movies. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And in the Discord, there's the Spider-Man No Way Home spoiler thread I made, just because due to popular demand. Temporary one. Okay, so Lord Doom continues. That friend would legit get mad because when they talked about the game he wasn't playing and didn't have yet while he wasn't there, a conversation that he would know nothing about unless he made an issue out of it.
Uh-huh.
So this friend, so okay, let me quote him. Just straight quote. So he will legit get mad at us because we talked about a game he wasn't playing and didn't have yet while he wasn't there. A conversation that he would know nothing about unless he made an issue out of it. So think about that for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you talk about it without me there? You don't have the game.
Yeah.
We're talking about, speaking of Suikoden, we're talking about Suikoden 3-4. You ain't got Suikoden 3.
Oh god, and speaking of, but just by poking around romhacking.net, I came across a recently uploaded one called Suikoden 2 Hardcore.
Oh, wow.
It says, Hardcore brings extreme challenge. Almost every battle requires a fair amount of preparation and focus. The good news is you can run away sometimes.
Huh.
Oh,
so it's like an extreme challenge version.
Yeah,
okay.
so if Normal Suikoden 2
Survival
is
mode.
yeah, basically, if it's a bit too easy for you, well, guess what?
Welcome to hell.
You're gonna get... Exactly.
Or Doom said, and then if he were there, he'd go, I don't want to get spoiled, so stop. So he basically was just telling them to never talk about the game ever. Yeah, that basically, yeah.
Don't
First,
talk
he
to me
doesn't
or
want
my
you to talk
son
about
ever
without
again.
him there. And then if you do, he doesn't have the game, so don't talk about it because spoilers. Well, that's on him, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
In that case, yeah,
that is his fault.
That's his problem.
Like, bruh.
Oh man, yeah. In that case, yeah, that's.
What was this in grade school or something? Because it did.
It seemed like it would
I
fit the bill for
imagine-
something like that. You know?
I want to be like, oh, Star Child says something about this. If I didn't want to get spoiled, he would just stop someone before they start talking about it too much. But other than that, I don't worry about it too much. Me neither. If I'm talking about something that's pretty new or played, I always ask them. Yeah. Lord Doom said, yeah, it's like middle school. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Now that makes
Still
sense.
on him, but at least I understand that he was like a dumb, like, preteen. Okay.
Dumb butt.
LPA said, I don't care for the Walking Dead spoiler, but I do care if someone spoiled the show I am watching, like My Hero or any DC CW show.
Okay.
Or like Flash,
Uh-huh.
Arrowverse stuff. Wait, is Arrow still even a thing? Or did Arrow die?
No, Arrow's done. I think it's the Flash that's still going on right now.
Oh yeah, already read that. Yeah, Flash is still going on for some reason. I stopped after season 3, not even because I actually like the show, I just stopped after season 3 because I forgot. I think like they changed the time or something like that. And I forgot to bloody like watch the. It just fell out of my head.
Fair enough.
I kind of wonder to myself, what game... Well, then again, I guess it's a matter of personal preference, but there are certain things that, I don't want to get into. I don't want to be spoiled too much, but, I guess everybody has their own preferences, but
that
anyway.
reminds me, spoilers. Well, Starshell said he watched the new James Bond a while back, and he avoided spoiling it for people. He just told people it was worth watching. Did you guys see that new Dragon Ball Super Superhero trailer?
Yes,
I haven't yet.
Cause I actually kind of liked it.
I did too.
It showed Gohan being on the main stage there.
Wow, Gohan actually meaning something again. Wow.
About time.
Yeah. Gohan doing the main fighting and all that.
All right.
We dressed up like his Cell Saga days too.
We got ourselves a new recruit. Well, not technically new recruit, but one who's returning from the first game as well. Say hi again to Vicky, the lady who can actually teleport us to places where we want to go.
Where am I? Where'd my meal go? She doesn't even know where she is. Okay.
Nope. Yeah, she's pretty dense for a character.
It's constantly buffering. Read what LPH said, Kyle.
Yep, I see pics. So Gohan is a badass again. Damn right, man.
Yep. He's even wearing his Cell Saga Piccolo clothes to show, drive the point home that he's the fighting Gohan and not the little scholar. I don't want to fight no more.
Oh yeah, it looks like our boy might be back.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I have some speculation on the movie.
Okay.
Well, I have some speculation that like Gohan may actually be the guy, and that because we saw Vegeta and Goku fighting and stuff, but it didn't look like they were fighting on Earth. The background looked like Beerus's planet, and all that Broly and Vegeta and Goku stuff is just them training, and like there's stuff happening, but like instead of like this, like I don't know, because Toei and Toriyama might still want to. Goku's gonna save the day, LOL. But it looks like they might actually get Gohan to save the day, and Goku's too busy training. I hope so.
Yeah, it'd be very nice if they did, since Gohan, since he went mystic there and threw down with Super Boo there. Yeah, he hasn't done a whole lot, so.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay,
or whatever the. Okay, what is it? Potential Unlock? Like, is the official name of that form or something?
Mystic was the fan name, but yeah, Ultimate Gohan is what most people call
Ultimate Gohan. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah, Mystic is the fan made one because I was in the fandom, back.
No, yeah, exactly. So. I remember those days too. Yeah, we called him Mystic.
All right.
Yeah, Ultimate Gohan, I guess. Yeah.
I think I made mention of this before, but this guy Gerudo, who we're getting reintroduced to, this guy is one of the biggest bastards / assholes you will ever see in a Suikoden game, and you shall see why much, much later. But yeah, he's a piece of trash guy.
He's trash.
He's garbage.
And he's already he's already talking smack. He's talking down to you.
Oh yeah, he is.
Lord Duke said he went to a stream where somebody was playing at the time new DLC for Final Fantasy 14, and he got a comment deleted because he said the name of a character, and that person who was streaming reason was because the streamer had his friend watching that stream. He didn't want his friend to get spoiled.
Oh, really?
Watching
wow.
Stream. Like, wow.
Well, that's
kind of
very one-sided.
Power,
yeah.
Well, that is
LPH
certainly
mentioned
a thing.
Gohan now with dad power.
Well, I mean,
And
yeah.
Starshell said he hasn't been interested in Dragon Ball Super stuff for the most part. The fights are good. Spoy has been running off the rails, although now, if my speculation is right, maybe it's going back on track. But yeah, maybe. Like, we don't know. Like I said, maybe it'll be Goku LOL. Starshell said, yes, Mystic, Unlock Potential, Ultimate. Yeah, he remembers those names. Ultimate's the one in the games, but I think, I mean, when somebody says Mystic, I know what they're talking about. So
Yeah.
Just like his power is maximum.
Well, yeah, because I know
that's that old. I didn't know that was already old. I remember that very much.
I remember
some 4-star made it up.
Yeah, just like don't forget what was another. Oh yeah, Ascended Vegeta.
Ascended Saiyan, yeah.
Ascended Saiyan was also like a big fan name thing. But now it's like called like Super Saiyan Grade 2, if I remember right.
In the official Daizenshu, before they came up with 2 and 3, they were called grades, and yeah, like the one Vegeta was in was grade 2, the one Trunks was in was grade 3, and the one Goku and Gohan were in before the fight
4,
was grade 4, and then finally Super Saiyan 2 was called grade 5.
Yeah,
because it makes sense, I guess.
And then they were like, they forgot about those grade 2 and 3 and decided to call grade 5 2, and then the long-haired one 3. To which even Toriyama was confused because there's a famous interview where he thought Super Saiyan 2 was the one with the long hair.
Oh yeah, I get. Well, yeah, yeah. It's been so long. I guess it makes sense after a while. You forget what's what.
Starshell says he has a Gohan figure, and it actually had it actually was called Mystic at the time.
Oh, really?
Oh, who ran out on that Gorudo jerk?
Well, that was Miklotov, who we actually saw during that, meeting of the leaders on Joustin Hill and Muse, and he mentions that there are refugees fleeing from Muse who are, still being detained by the Highland Army. So we're going to see if we can actually try to rescue them. So yeah, we're going to war again.
We're going to kill.
Yeah, Lord Doom, yeah, he did in the dub. Goku did say Ascended Saiyan. And Lord Doom said, the point is, it's super confusing even in the lore. Oh, Lord Doom! I just remembered, speaking of lore, are you still preparing yourself for Baki? Oh, you should have been there, guys. You should have been there when me and Alex were explaining Baki the Grappler to Lord Doom. It was great. And Starshell too. Wait, Starshell was also there. We were like, yeah, so there's a prehistoric guy who beats dinosaurs up that was frozen. Miyamoto Musashi was cloned. Yujiro punches earthquakes and tells the earth to shut up.
Well, I mean, you punch the earth in the face, it gets angry.
Yeah, but he told, but it stopped getting angry at him. The earth knew it couldn't take Yujiro. Oh man, I can't take this guy. Starshell said it seems even in games and dub they switch it around a lot. They do. Lord 2 said he's been looking at clips and Baki is nuts. Yeah. Did you see the one where Yujiro killed the ape? Mm-hmm. It was like, I got your friend here, boy. Ha ha! Like he headed the ape, like the Yasha ape. And then that ape's son comes back to try and fight, and not even Yujiro or Baki beat him. It's a karate guy. Lord 2 say, yeah, those dudes are not human. Yeah, exactly. They are not. I like how they try to make it seem like, oh, this is feasible. No. They don't have any powers. No, they have powers. Trust me, they have powers. That is not normal. Starshell says he has Baki stuff he should put in the Discord. Starshell also said, didn't he grind his bones into powder? I believe so. And Lord Doom said, those guys in Baki are the real genetic freaks. Mm-hmm. Scott Steiner better watch out.
what are the mathematics of him actually succeeding that fight against Baki? I mean, the numbers don't lie, obviously.
So you're doing the war part again. They spell disaster for you, sacrifice. So you're doing the war part, and I saw Luca Blight's name.
Mm-hmm.
And Gorudo. And the stream stopped buffering for me, which is good.
Yeah. Luca Blight's a monster on the battlefield. He has 18 attack, 17 defense. But the funny thing is, when I was playing this right before we were streaming, I don't know how long ago it was, one of those refugees in their own group where they have 1 attack power and zero defense, they actually managed to get damage done on Luca Blight. I don't know how, but they actually managed to damage him in that fight.
Wow.
Yeah. It's nuts.
Or Star Child said maybe they're crit from Scott Snyder's DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that explains why Jiro has no sympathy.
So yeah, that battle was one that we couldn't win in the first place, so it's a story-based battle as we are going to withdraw from here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the story loss.
Mm-hmm. And as you can see, Gerudo is telling his own men to not do anything because the refugees were escaping on the other side of their territory. So since they were not on their side, they didn't have to act. So yeah, you can see how much of a bastard that guy is. Basically somebody who cares about his pride, who's doesn't want to sully his reputation for nothing. And yes, he is one of the bosses much later on in the game, and the event where he is the boss, and where you actually, and it's at that point when you actually defeat him, you're like, thank God that piece of trash is gone.
I just noticed one of the guys there is called Camus, and that's a Saint Seiya character's name?
Camus.
Camus?
Yeah, Camus. Uh-huh.
Aquarius Camus. That's what they call him in Saint Seiya.
So we're going to be following Miklatov to the Matilda Muse border because we're going to be going to Muse to see what the Highland Army is up to. But before we do that, we're going to recruit some more characters, but they're in a village called the Highway Village, which is not too far from here. Oh yeah, I can't even go into that trade
I love
shop.
How this stream just keeps buffing. But yeah, Star Child said, yeah, Aquarius Camus.
Aquarius Camus. Like camouflage.
He said Camus is a pain to fight in Soldier Soul. I gotta know why.
So unfortunately we can't go into the trade shop because I wanted to see if I could try to sell those sugars for a profit, but unfortunately that is not the case. There's somebody I can meet with as live inside this place. If there's not, then oh, wait a minute. Why the hell did I even bring him in the first place? I mean, we're not really going to be able to get through that side quest to see the extent of his whole side story. But anyway. Lord Doom says, as an aside, if I were allowed, I'd pick Blue Mage as my class in every RPG. Basically, the class where you can actually learn enemies' abilities and skills.
Ah. I got you.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going over here to Highway Village. And at this village, it is imperative that you actually get these characters, because if you skip them out entirely, then you won't be able to get the 108 stars of, when you're getting the 108 stars of destiny, you will not be able to get the special reward. So that's why it's imperative that this has got to be done soon, or in this trip. I made a little profit back, but they do not have any of the ancient texts that I need. Oh well. But they have bars of gold, which go up the butt in price. Anyway, we come to the inn. Oh, hey, it's Futch. The dragon rider from the first game, where he rode on his dragon black. And Sir Humphrey. Humphrey, the same guy who was one of the main characters from the first game, who was part of the Liberation Army. So, yep, these are the two characters we need to recruit. Lord Doom said, yeah, because that class can do almost anything. Oh, yeah, blue mages, they can be... they're pretty strong when they're at their full potential, or they're pretty useful when they, are at their full potential within any type of RPG.
Versatility?
If you want an example of a blue mage, a person who's a blue mage in your favorite Final Fantasy game, Chaos, take a look at Quistis Trep. She's a blue mage type character.
Oh.
Ooh, yes.
I like Quistis a lot. Yes.
Because, the items...
Well, she is pretty,
Because the items you carry in the game where you can actually have her, or, you can use on her, she can actually learn enemy skills from those items.
Well, Star Child said Blue Mage is popular in Final Fantasy 4 or 14. He said, which one do you mean, 4 or 14?
It's 14. I don't think...
Then I'll go back.
There wasn't a Blue Mage in Final Fantasy 4.
Yeah, 14. Okay. Red mages are cool too.
Red mages are a pretty interesting breed in the series. Where they have a balance between strength and magic, and not one stat is powerful or weaker than the other in that class.
Yeah.
Kimari from Final Fantasy X was also considered a blue mage. Yeah, Kimari, Quina from Final Fantasy IX. There were no blue mages in Final Fantasy VII, but if you wanted something that would be close to blue mage abilities, then take a look at enemy skill materia. And I think Gao...
Or Doom said, yeah.
I think Gao from Final Fantasy VI was also considered one, too. Because he could learn enemy skills through his job. But anyway, what did Lord Doom say?
Well, he was just expounding on Kimari being a blue mage, but a bad one, because you had to build his limit break just to be able to do it. Use it. Where other characters could just cast them like spells. He had to be a limit break.
Oh, yeah. That the Lancet ability in Final Fantasy X, that's how he could learn enemy skills, through that ability. And Starchild says that Red Mage is being overpowered too in Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, and I know our good friend the Bad Gamer really likes the Red Mage class in Final Fantasy XIV as well.
He also said they took some of the skills away from Red Mage. And he says, yeah, Gao learned enemy attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes, he did. But how he...
Gao Ban.
But how he learned the skills, how it is that he learns the skills is kind of interesting. Because, I'm not sure exactly how it's done, but I think he had to learn it by... Oh, geez. I think he had an ability where he could actually try to try to conjure the instincts of any type of enemy that he could actually try to become, or try to conjure their instincts for himself, to where he can actually, portray that instinct for his own, and then that's how he could, be able to use the enemy skills.
Lord Doom said the enemy skill materia in FF7 was kind of a pain. Once you maxed it out, it'd create a dupe, but you'd have to take it out and relearn everything on it.
Yes. Yeah, that's the thing about enemy skill materia. In the OG Final Fantasy VII, yeah, it is...
Sarchel said Gal wasn't worth the time.
But yeah, OG Final Fantasy VII, it's just after you maxed out any type of materia, you would always get a duplicate, and honestly, I didn't really even like that. I like it how in Final Fantasy VII Remake, after you maxed out a materia, you don't get a duplicate, so I do like that change, too. Oh yeah, Go-Go. But Go-Go was pretty much the mime in the Final Fantasy series, because he could mimic any type of party member or enemy's attack or skill or whatever, and he could use it against his own foes.
I'm confused with Golgo.
Like Golgo 13. And sadly, that looks like it's another one of those series that's left unfinished, much like Berserk.
So they're talking about dragons and mountains.
Yes, we're going to a place called the Rakute Mountains. That's north of Highway Village, which is where we're at right now. And we're gonna save this kid who who Futch befriended and told him about dragons and all that. And the kid that we're going to save, he says that he claims to have seen a dragon over the Rakute Mountains, and he was going to try to bring the dragon back to him, but unfortunately he has not come back, and so we need to go save this kid before he gets thrown to the wolves. And by wolves, my dogs.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. He just started.
Yeah.
Lord Doom said the only time he liked getting dupes was if it was some kind of rare or hard to find materia. If it was something like Cure of Fire, then it was annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Starshell said the creator of Go-Go 13 left specific directions on what to do with the series moving forward.
Well, at least
Lord Doom said that's kind of brutal. Yeah.
I mean, at least the creator of Go-Go 13 had a contingency plan for himself, so at least he is trying to figure out a way with how to, continue the series even with his passing, whereas Miura did not.
Lord Doom brought up, we're talking about the game with Futch and the dragons and that kid.
Uh-huh.
It's like, that's kind of brutal of Futch there.
Yeah.
Because Futch said Humphrey has friends?
Yeah. Because Humphrey is pretty silent. Yeah, he's mostly a silent, quiet type of guy. Kind of even reminds me of Omega Mario whenever Alex and I, when we did the 4DS podcast back in the day, Omega, or Dane, he would always usually be the silent type in that group.
Lord Doom said, just went at that man's neck for no reason. Yeah, exactly.
Humphrey has friends?
Real, like savagery for no reason.
Yeah.
Dang.
With him being pretty young, I mean, I guess it's expected for him to be that sort of cocky with that personality. But
Dark Shell said, for the guy critic Golgo, when you create something for that long, you do plan everything out. Yeah, he's been doing it for 50, 60 years. It's like crazy.
Mm-hmm. But didn't he pass away
Hold on,
recently?
Clark,
I thought he passed away recently. The creator.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
I thought
did.
so.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
so...
I said, Humphrey right there. You saw, I said, we'll save you, Kent. I said, Clark. I was like, oh, wait, no, Kent. Get it, Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Starshell, so you learn more about Humphrey and in the other games.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yeah.
So he shows up in 3 and 4 and stuff?
Humphrey does not show up in 3 and 4, but Futch actually shows up in the next game as well. And he is one of the 108 Stars of Destiny, too. Just like in the previous game and in this game. So yeah, we're up in some mountains, and the boss who we go up against in these mountains is kind of a pain in the neck. But it's probably one of the only monsters that you will be able to recognize in any type of work of fiction.
Poor dude said Futch is actually cool in 3. He was the guy.
Oh yeah. Because he gets his own... Because he's able to get his own dragon in this game again, and you can actually ride that dragon as a mount, and you can actually do a lot more damage with him. So that he actually... It actually was one of the game. It was actually a game where he actually became one of the most useful characters when it came to just regular battles. We're fighting some assassins.
Well.
One of those hard words like roads and limit. Roads.
Or Doom said also counts. There's this little girl named Emily in 3, and she's a monster.
Yes.
Wait,
She can be a bit of a wench. She's the strongest offense in the game.
Oh.
Okay, let's give you the Thunder Amulet too, but let's trade that in for a fur cape and boots. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, I'm going through, I'm trying to grind a little bit with my characters, but once we beat the boss in these mountains, we'll actually get a huge experience boost.
I just realized I have the Twitch app.
Uh-huh.
Instead of the browser, and I noticed that the buffering, apparently that's a Chrome thing.
Oh, okay. No, not Humphrey! He's been taken to the sky, now he can't even get experience in this battle. Oh, those Hawkmen, those blasted Hawkmen. Blasted Hawkman! Yep, now Victor's not going to get any experience either. Yeah, it's just something about those enemies where they just grab your characters and then they just fly off into the distance. It's like, that's really not fair for them because they're not going to be able to get any experience points. That's another thing about video games that I really can't stand, specifically when it comes to RPGs where there are certain battles where, an enemy may actually knock your character off of the battle screen and they can't even get any experience at the very end of the battle.
I noticed it streams a lot smoother now that I switched to the Twitch app. So it was a Chrome thing, not even a Wi-Fi thing.
I see.
Huh.
Yeah, and it says if you equipped his armor in the first game, it should carry over to this game too. Yeah, I know some things too. When you transfer the data from the first game and bring it into the second, some of the equipment and runes that they had equipped would carry over. Ooh, Stone of Power. I'll go ahead and use that on Rio right now. I need to raise his strength. There we go. If I killed one of those assassins, then I think they do give a rare drop of a killer rune crystal. And that killer rune, it is the bee's knees because of how deadly it is of a rune. Basically, the killer rune...
Metal Slayer?
Oh, yeah.
Nope, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm just hanging
Oh,
out.
okay.
You know, hanging out with the family, having ourselves a party.
Christmas party?
Nope.
Oh.
My province decided to cancel all those.
Oh.
Oh, really? Like I said, it really doesn't seem like Christmas because of all that.
It doesn't, does it?
No.
I mean, I don't really do much on Christmas anyway, but I'm like, man,
Well,
I miss the atmosphere, though.
Oh, yeah, it's like...
I miss the atmosphere, though.
It's like, I want to see a white Christmas again. Yeah, especially where I live, because we hardly ever get any snow anymore. You know?
Man, Lord Duke, what? Star Child said he has the highest protection out of everyone on this game too.
Oh.
Thing about these assassins is that they can
Peanut butter
actually...
cups, I forgot to put them in the fridge.
They can actually kill your characters, and there's like maybe like a 10 or a 15% chance where they can actually kill your character in one hit.
They have an insta-kill move.
Yeah, could be an insta-kill.
I hate characters like Persona has plenty of those.
Insta-kill characters and
Persona?
enemies?
Yeah, because they have enemies that could do Mudo or Hama.
Uh-huh. Now, if it was a character that was in your party, would you consider that more as a benefit, or would you still consider it as a detriment?
It's such a low chance, unless you have something called Hama Boost, or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Then it's cool. Like, in Persona 3, you could get Alice as a Persona, and give her, Mudo Boost or something like that, and a move called Die For Me, and you could, like, it like boosts your chances like crazy.
Uh-huh.
And that's how I grinded in Persona 3. I went to a special dungeon that you could unlock with crazy strong enemies, but I had insta-kill with Alice. So I just insta-killed the enemies that are way stronger than me and got tons of experience out of it.
Interesting.
Lord Doom said Hama. Hama every time. But the enemies can do it. But, I don't know about this game, but in Persona, you can put things on yourself to stop the insta-kill too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could have like a doll that will like take the hit for you, or you have just a thing where like you're just immune to light or dark moves.
Uh-huh.
Light or dark kill moves.
Right.
I don't know. Does this have that, or you just
yeah, I think it does.
Percent chance.
I think it does, but for me personally, I just usually tend to tank it, just to go through the battles. You know?
Like, I'll just revive you later.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, no, but in Persona, that it becomes a pain because you're gonna want those, because a lot of enemies have it, not just like you said, like just this class. A lot of enemies can have it in Persona.
Mm-hmm.
3, 4, 5. I forget 1 and 2. I forget, and I played 2. I played Persona 2. But I didn't get too far in it, so I don't remember.
Because you said that the game is really difficult, right?
Yeah, it's Atlas, so old school Atlas. So like I'm getting the hands because I don't pay it. It doesn't help that like my brain just doesn't want to. Dyslexia just does not want to help. Like I feel overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to watch someone play it though. That's one of those ones I would watch a stream of somebody who actually knows the game. I'm like, yo, because I want to know the story and all that, but like, I suck
Right.
at those older Atlas. Because Atlas, as you know, they're infamous for being hard.
Oh, yeah.
Especially back in them days.
Games where they just don't hold your hand.
Starchild said, boy howdy. Starchild said they have the PS1 version on the Japanese PS3 store. They have all of them on the Japanese store. And he mentioned also SMT If, which I'm assuming, I guess Starchild knows that Shin Megami Tensei If is basically Persona 0.
Yes.
He didn't know that.
Alright, folks, here's our boss. It is a harpy. Yeah.
Alright. Oh no, my Metal! Yu-Gi-Oh! It's coming back, Harpy.
Oh, yeah, the harpy's back.
Get your anti-Harpy deck. Get Joey out here.
Will do.
But I'm not gonna lie. The harpy is, the harpy in this game is a mother trucker. It can be pretty brutal if you're not fully prepared.
Dang, I just saw that dude already got unbalanced.
Yeah. But just gonna have to.
Nanami's gonna be unbalanced now because I don't see her reading manga.
But I guess it's just something I'm gonna have to just wade my way through, pretty much, you know.
Lord Doom said he remembers there being an SMT online game. Played it for a bit, was kind of fun, but had annoying aspects. I remember too. I don't remember the name of it, but I remember that game too. Also, to add to Starchild's point, the games are also on the American PS3 store, but the Japanese game has them all. In America, we only got Persona 2. We didn't get the PSP remakes.
Oh.
Holy crap! I thought that would stop the buffering, and it started buffering anyways. But it took a long while. Lord Doom said SMT Imagine. That was it. Yep. That was one.
Yeah, this harpy can be a bit of a bee sting. It's not very nice. And you can see I'm using that healing spell that can give your party members a chance to be in berserk status. And that berserk status is pretty helpful, where they can actually do more damage.
Yeah, you just don't control them though.
Yeah. No, you can actually control your characters when they're in berserk status in this game.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can.
Because a lot of games they won't.
It's usually not the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Usually they just go because they're bad.
Uh-huh. They just want to throw hands.
Yeah, exactly. In every other RPG I know.
Uh-huh.
They just throw hands without your consent.
Yeah, just like that move. Just like this move, too.
Dang, 1200.
Golly! Look at that!
I'll see it. Lord Doom said that game was closed in 2014 in the West, closed worldwide in 2016. Alright, let's see here.
No.
Dang, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah. That.
Jeez.
Yeah. Took down almost my entire party.
Jeez. God. Yeah, I just saw that.
Oh.
I was talking about insta-kill. Oh, that wasn't an insta-kill move, but like, golly.
Yeah, that almost became one. But holy crap.
Got them cheeks busted. He said, got them cheeks busted. Yeah, for real.
For real.
Sasha says he remembers those attacks. Yep.
God. I gotta see if I can actually win this fight with you know. Golly. That attack is brutal.
Or Doom says he remembers he was the only one in his guild or whatever that grinded out the currency to summon goddess type demons to heal in that game. And the golly, there it is again.
Yeah. Oh, God. Imagine I get through this boss fight without any problems.
Somehow. Yeah. Humphrey just still standing there like nothing. Yeah. Humphrey even dodged an attack or two.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Humphrey out here being MVP right here. Yeah. Rio with his healing.
Mm-hmm. But God, I'm still bitter about that.
Lord Doom said they told him, you don't have to summon all these high-class goddesses for us. And he said, he was like, I spent a week grinding, I have millions, it's fine.
God. Oh, now Humphrey's
the
unbalanced.
The reason it cost so much is because they were low level. He was still neutral alignment, and oh boy. Oh boy.
You winged freak.
It's Harpy, man, you were right.
Yeah, that Harpy.
Where's Joey?
Yeah, where's his black sword rune? That would have came in handy. Man.
Star Shells, remember one of his teams had Humphrey, George, Ricky, Maru, and they would wreck everything.
Yeah. Oh, there's that wind attack again.
Come on, Rio.
Yeah.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this fight.
Oh, lordy. Oh, come on. Let's go for a super critical H. I don't know.
If I can.
Lord Doom mentioned that when he was playing that game, our tank is about to die. And then before they could finish the statement, he's healed. Wish we had one of those healing goddesses right now for the rest of the party.
Yeah. One last great blessing. I'm gonna have to tank it for the remainder of this fight.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah. Still, I'm really bitter about that. Yeah. There's no winning this fight now.
Oh, man. See, metal happens to all of us.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
And you see that the Harpy's got 2 attack. It can strike twice during a turn.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. So LPH said it's all about willpower at this point. Yeah.
Evidently.
Lord Doom said, I believe. Yeah, who knows? Random crit. Oh, she's dead.
I'm gonna laugh my butt off if I actually get through this unscathed.
You know what? I believe too. Lord Doom said, I believe in it. I believe.
Are you kidding me?
Let's go.
Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Would you look at that?
Told you. Gotta have faith.
Clip that.
Lord Doom said, I told you, dog.
Clip that.
You just gotta believe, exactly. Just gotta have faith.
I believe in the you that believes in me.
Oh my god, I cannot believe I just pulled that out of my ass.
Damn.
Oh man. I
clipped it. I called it believe.
Nice.
Oh man. I am literally just still shaken by this. Man.
I was like, you know what? There might be a thing. And then Lord Doom was even like, I believe. I was like, you know what? I told you, I believe too. Gotta believe.
I knew I could feel it. Well, I guess you could say it was a Christmas miracle that I actually survived that fight.
See, there you go. There you go. I can feel the victory. Lord Doom sound like old school preacher right now. Feel the victory.
Oh man. You know that one moment in Thousand Arms when I fought against that boss called Wire and, you know, I was getting so excited I was yelling out, yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
yep.
I wish I could do that right now, but I don't want to. I don't want to get my dogs in a tizzy. You know?
Yeah, yeah, I got you. Last stream of the year. You can't hold anything back now.
No. No, sir. Cannot. But still, that was amazing.
Yeah. Wow. Humphrey was like, I got you.
Yes.
Basically. Rio was like, I got the blessing, and Humphrey was like, I got the he's just Humphrey.
I'm just Humphrey. So we come up to
That's all I need to be.
So we come up to the peak of
Rakute
Mountains, and there's an egg at its peak, and it's a dragon egg. And they say that dragons lay eggs in dens where they are all together, but it's very rare to actually see one all alone on a mountain, as Futch is saying. Dragons only lay their eggs in dragon caves. So this looks to be a wild one of some sort.
Lord Doom said the funny thing about that victory, Kyle,
Yeah.
was that he was literally typing right before you won. Watch it be like 3 more turns, then the boss dies top.
Even though dragons only lay eggs in dragon caves, once in a while a wild dragon appears. Ah.
Wild dragon.
Interesting. Now Fudge is being all edgelord, saying he doesn't even need a new dragon because he only wants his dragon back.
Honey.
Starshell said you learn more about Joshua and Humphrey and
Suikoden. Yes. They are the visual novel games that take place during Suikoden 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are those like Japan only or something?
Yes. But they did get fan translated for the PlayStation.
Is that how you played it, Starshell? I would love to play that KOF Kyo, speaking of translation in Japan only. It was a King of Fighters RPG. Did you know that?
Ah.
It was called KOF Kyo, PS1. And it like went way more into the story. Funny enough, Starshaw says he has that game too. Well, at least on the Japanese PS3 store had it.
Aw, it's a white dragon.
Oh, hey. Look just like Null.
Yes.
Look at that. It all comes back in circle. It all comes back full circle.
Look how cute that dragon is. That dragon pup.
It's just like
I would definitely like to have a plushie of a dragon that looks like that, you know?
Oh, Lord Doom says, wait for it.
Name it.
Name it. Say the name, Futch.
I christen you Bright. Lord Doom.
Hey, there we go.
Yep. Just like Black, I guess you could say, is like the amalgamation of darkness, whereas Bright is pretty much the light of Futch's future, I guess you could say.
It's the birth of the best team, Lord Doom said.
Yes. So now we officially have Humphrey and Futch to join our army. So we just completed that little side mission. And like I said, it's imperative to get them this early, because if you don't, then you won't get your bonus reward for having all 108 Stars of Destiny before the end of the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you won't get Rio's last spell for the Bright Shield rune if you don't have all 108 Stars of Destiny. Whereas in the first game, Tyr only got his spells from absorbing the souls of those who he was very close to. Whereas in this game, Rio can only get his fourth and final spell once he get all 108 Stars of Destiny. Yeah, you have to have them by a certain point, as Starchild says. Mm-hmm. But I would say it'd be like around the 80% mark of the game's story where you need to have all the 108 stars. All right, we got him in our crew now. All right, so I'm going to heal up before we head over to Muse. Don't say, because we're not at the end of the episode yet. But yeah, well, what did you think of that side story? Think it was actually pretty good?
See a dragon. Well, it gave us a hype moment there.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Oh yeah, it did. Okay, now we're ready to leave Highway Village and go to Muse.
Lord Doom just has to say, Futch is awesome.
Yes. Yeah, but the thing about Suikoden 3 is that when you recruit Futch, is that he doesn't have a side story like he did in this game. Which is a bummer, but then again, I guess his character arc was already pretty much completed. You know, when he got a new dragon. Alright. A lot of the side characters in the Suikoden games have cooler backstories than the main characters. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Gotcha. So then
I mean, that was...
sorry, Lord Doom.
That was Murayama's belief when it came to creating games, is that he always placed a stronger emphasis with giving strong development to, like, the side characters, you know, for a game like this, because he feels that's where, you know, the game really shines. You know. And it truly does show in this game. And Startel says he liked George, Rikimaru, Humphrey, Victor, and a few other characters more than the main characters. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, George, once we get George and be using him throughout a majority of the rest of the game, he, like I said from before, he is a powerhouse. Especially with him when he has the, both the Killer Rune and him being at a really high level above all the other characters. Time Knights.
Rikimaru's in this game, but I know it's different Rikimaru, but I can't help but think of
Oh, of course, from Tenchu, right?
What you call it? Yeah, Tenchu.
Yeah. When I was playing Final Fantasy XIV last year, when I was capturing footage of the, from A Realm Reborn to how far I could get up to Shadowbringers, I did name my character Rikimaru.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, but unfortunately I did not make him a ninja firsthand. I made him into a paladin like Cecil from Final Fantasy IV. I know it may have been kind of counterintuitive of me to do something like that, but I was like, you know what? There will be a point where I can make him a ninja. But it's just a matter of when that time comes, you know?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Double beat.
Hey, it's a kryptonite.
Oh, God. Did you guys see that tweet of that guy who has the crypto mining farm? With all those...
Yes, and he can go to hell.
Oh, yeah, he can.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. You can't find a 3090, that's probably where it is.
Yeah.
Oh, lordy.
Or at least one of the places, you know?
Oh, yeah, it's not just him. Other, crypto miners are buying up these...
God. But I thought they did that to stop that crap, and I guess they didn't.
Nope.
Stop anything.
Didn't really do jack squat. Sadly.
Well, I guess you can only do so much.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You can only do so much.
FMV time. Full motion video time. But looking at this FMV, it could either be considered scary or kind of morbid based on the context.
I'm just silent. Let's see.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what you see in the sky, that's who we fight as our final boss in the game much later. Oh, now Lucas saying that he's taken an interest in Joey now with how he's been actually helping him throughout the course of this war. Also, look at that background. If that doesn't look like a JPEG image of a background, I don't know what is.
I was just gonna... I literally was gonna say that, Kyle. That's like, you mean that JPEG? I literally was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You mean... It is a JPEG.
Yeah.
some random photo somebody took of like a forest.
Mm-hmm. You remember when, you know how bad they looked for old games back in the day, kind of like A Boy and His Blob on the NES, where some of the back, that city in the background in the first level was just nothing but a bit crushed JPEG.
Starchild and Lord Doom both said things. Starchild said you can one-shot enemies with the right rune. They can insta-kill when they get strong enough.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lord Doom mentioned we were talking about the Bitcoin mining, that that's what happens when you live in a society where money is the ultimate thing. People can do all sorts of weird stuff to attain it. And then Lord Doom also said that JPEG reminds him of the JPEG trees in Dark Souls.
Oh God.
Remember the JPEG? It wasn't even a PNG because you could still see the background with Shenhua at the end of Shenmue.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see the box and everything around it. Like,
yes. Yeah, especially when we saw it during our the finale of our Shenmue stream. That was like one of the greatest things, we ever laid eyes on. Even though you did notice it before, though. But for me personally, when I saw it for the first time, that was like amazing. Or if you're playing Final Fantasy XIV, probably the biggest anomaly when it comes to graphics is how like a vine of grapes are shaped. They're basically shaped like a crystal. It's like a crystal with a JPEG image of just grapes on it. If you want to know what I'm talking about, then go to Google right now and put in like Final Fantasy XIV grapes, and then you should see the image of what the grapes look like. Like I said, they look like they're shaped as a crystal.
Oh yeah, that doesn't beat the greatest meme of all time. We have JPEG Dog from Ace Combat 7. Yeah, so one part of the story has a dog in it, like, traveling with a princess. And the dog is literally nothing more than a JPEG that does not move.
Oh my gosh.
It's become like a meme in the Ace Combat community.
JPEG Dog. Like Man Bear Pig.
Oh yeah, basically.
Lord Doom said there was some garbage textures in Dark Souls where they clearly took from garbage, where they took from real world trash. We know it's because you can clearly see a Heineken bottle in the texture.
That is great.
Dark Souls has Heineken, all right.
I had no idea that.
I guess from.
I was going to say, I guess I had no idea that Heineken actually sponsored Bandai Namco.
Explains why
oh, there you go.
Bamco's online sucks. They're drunk.
Yep. And they like to think that rollback netcode is nothing but a buzzword.
Apparently.
Which is still sad. That, even someone like Harada would think of something like that.
Yeah, I had a lot of respect. I still don't disrespect him, but he lost some when he said that. Like, he lost some when he said that. Like, bruh, it's buzzword.
Bruh.
Alright, since we saw what happened in Muse, we need to see if we can actually get the Knightdom of Matilda to join our cause. But seeing how much of a bastard that Gerudo is, I don't think he's going to take that very lightly. So if we can't get the whole majority of the kingdom to join us, then I guess the best thing we can do is garner a lot of strong allies to our cause. And also, Estus is Sunny D, confirmed. As Lord Doom says.
All right, Sunny D.
Confirmed.
All right, we're back at the castle. Not our castle, but Rock Axe. That sounds like a cool name for a castle. Rock Axe Castle. That'd be something like, I don't know, something that Vikings or barbarians would conceive as their own castle, I guess.
Starshell said, in the game WCW versus the World, all the people in the crowd were just pictures. A lot of old wrestling games did that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd was just JPEGs.
Yeah.
Lord Doom said, I have a question. Can Dio drink Sunny D?
Oh, God. That is a very good question. Would that...
Think about it.
Would he be able to drink it fine, or would that
Dio...
automatically kill him, you know?
Yeah.
That's like one of the things that Dio can't have. He can't have that, nor can he have Old Spice. Because that delivers double sun power, as Terry Crews says. Because you remember in the Old Spice commercials with Terry Crews, I think he did yell out, like, double sun power. So that's why I said...
Yes.
So, Dio can't have that either. I mean, if he can't have Sunny D, then he can't have that.
Right, metal? I don't know. I thought you liked JoJo.
Lord Doom says, yeah, no Sunny D and no Old Spice. Now, the big revelation about Miklatov's character, which actually makes him a good character for our cause. I did swear to you by this emblem, but this is my true knight's honor. Breaking a pledge.
Lord Doom said, unless it's novel, Dio, then he can just do whatever.
Yeah. Breaking a pledge. Breaking a pledge of loyalty is a knight's highest disgrace. But I am a human first and a knight second. Ah.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, you tell that asshole.
He's a Renin first and a Dan. No, I'm just kidding. I'm playing a lot of Tales of Arise.
And even looks like Camus is gonna throw away his oath, and he's disgusted at Gerudo too.
Aquarius Camus is just gonna...
Yeah. So yes, both Miklatov and Camus are officially joining our army. And not only do they join our army, but guess who else is gonna join? Not Gerudo, and not the knights under his command. But the blue and the red knights of Matilda are joining us too. Would you look at that?
Nice. Yeah.
Them throwing away their fire emblems. Sadly.
All right, look at them.
Yeah.
Lord Doom said he's reminded of a conversation he had with a friend about Dr. Doom.
Oh, some more Dr. Doom news?
Miklatov wants to escape. So all them homies joined you.
Yes, they are officially part of our army. So you can see that our army is getting stronger and stronger by the day. He said he was talking to Namor, and he makes it the point that as a leader, you only have as much power as your people give you. If they decide to not obey you, then you're kind of screwed. Yep.
Ah, just like what happened to Gerudo here. Yep.
Yes. Or should we just really call him Madara?
Uchiha.
Might as well be, right?
That boy over there.
Uchiha?
I don't know that probably. Madara Uchiha, that boy over there. Just imagining like some hillbilly like pointing to Madara. That boy over there can't get right. And then that's what made him mad. He's like, stop calling me can't get right.
All right, so now we leave the Matilda Kingdom and we're back to our castle. Automatically, of course. So we didn't even have to do any of that strolling just to get back. So we weren't able to form an alliance with Matilda, but we did gain many recruits, as Shu said.
Nice. And that still helps.
Oh yeah, but still, we're not at full capacity to where we can launch a counterattack against them, so we still have to gain many more allies to our cause. But we do have to fight again.
Lord Doom said something about Dr. Doom said, in Dr. Doom's own words, if you don't believe that my people wouldn't rise up to destroy me if they weren't content, then you're a fool. Oh, there you go.
Huh. Aw. Halika. We're back. Even though she's spinning around, she's so happy. She can still be happy when she's a mute. Although I'm pretty sure she would want Joey back, if anything. Ah, more story.
We don't.
With, more story with Luca and Joey. Looks like they got their own strategist. And it's another returning character from Suikoden 2, who was an ally to our cause, but now is working alongside the Highland Kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, say hi once again to Matthew Silverberg's half-brother, Leon Silverberg.
The way you introduced him, I thought you were like introducing an actor. Like, ladies and gentlemen, James Avery.
You may call me the Shredder.
Yeah.
You remember, he played Shredder in that cartoon.
Yeah, he did.
That is truth.
Think about that. Uncle Phil as the Shredder.
Uncle Scrooge. I mean, Phil. Actually, they're kind of similar. Will is Huey, Dewey, and Louie all together.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Cause right, Uncle Phil's rich.
Mm-hmm. Whereas Huey, Dewey, and Louie are not. And, the Fresh Prince is not.
Right.
Yeah. Kind of a unique parallel there. So, Highland Army has once again reappeared within our territory, and they seem to have occupied Radit Town, but the one who's taking over Radit Town is not Solon G, as he's already beheaded. Instead, we're having to deal with General Kiba and his son Klaus, who we just met at Two River City. So we're going to war with them. And Victor's gonna go with us to check things out too. So we're gonna take a stroll over to Radit Town. But we're not walking there. I mean, since we already have Vicky joined our castle, or joined our 108 Stars of Destiny, guess what she can do? She can teleport us there. But the only thing that we're missing, of course, is the blinking mirror. We will get the blinking mirror eventually. Lord Doom says. Yeah, and also,
That's
where's the
great,
part
Lord
that
Doom
Scrooge throws DJ Jazzy out of his house on the daily? Yep, there's Kiba and Klaus. Not Kiba Inazuka from Naruto. He doesn't look that young and doesn't have a dog next to him.
Fortunately.
Oh, they're running gags in both of those shows.
Mm-hmm. Sadly. Kiba thinking he actually became Hokage, but turns out it was just all nothing but a dream. You got
Suikoden, now run by Naruto.
the wedding between him and Julia Blight should be taking place right about now. Oh! So he learns right there that Joey's about to be wed. LPH says that he keeps seeing that meme on Facebook. I guess the Scrooge McDuck meme. And the DJ. Okay, so before we end off this episode...
Lord Doom said his brain just made a connection. But yeah.
Before we end off this episode, there is one more war fight that we're going to go through, but truth be told, it's actually a short one, and it's one that, you know, that will end up withdrawing as well, just like, you know, the war battle we went through earlier, kind of like that. Naruto presented by David Cage, think about it. No, the Naruto one. Oh boy. I wonder how many people would be pissed about that, but me personally, I think we would all just laugh our butts off because it seems like it would be a match made in heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Because of someone like David Cage. Naruto lies to himself and the viewer, and David Cage lies in his games about the story. It's perfect. They were made for each other.
Pretty good.
So it's the third company of the Highland Army, but from their numbers, it looks like part of the fourth company is with them too. Okay. So, yep. Time for us to start our first decent battle if we can. So, let's deploy. Like I said, this is probably the last thing story-related we'll do for this episode tonight.
Yeah, looks like we'll end at a normal time here, yeah.
Yeah. All right. And starting in this battle, all of our party members are actually, in the army battles, they actually can be controlled by us.
Oh.
Yeah. So everyone is controlled.
Lord Doom said so. Well, first LPH asked, so Madara is David Cage, and Lord Doom said, I mean, yeah, actually, but not as competent or cool.
That always seemed very peculiar to me, where there are games that are being worked on by developers you would never think would actually try to develop a game of that caliber. Like, especially when it came to, the Spider-Man game on the PS4 that we got, that Insomniac worked on. I never even, you would never even think that Insomniac would work on a Spider-Man game, where a game of that caliber seemed like it was a perfect fit for Sucker Punch. Anyway, General Ridley has a question for Shu. Why is it that only the Kobold unit is being placed in the front lines? But Shu was like, decisions about troop deployment are mine to make, and I expect you to follow them, General. Golly! Talk about brash.
Madara is kind of nuts.
Oh yeah, he is. But as I said about this battle, it's a very short one, and you shall see why it's very short.
Yeah.
Lord Doom says, I hope it's not Kobold racism. I hope that's not why Shu is doing this.
Is it?
Well, we'll see if that's the case.
Oh, LPH, that'd be cool. LPH is something that I would love. He said he wants Infamous 1 and 2 remastered.
Oh, God,
that'd
yeah.
be nice. I would love that.
Mm-hmm. You see the enemy general, Kiba. He has about the same attack power as us, but he actually does have some pretty good defenses. His defense number is 16.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's somebody who's, not easy to take down. Let's see if we can actually... Ah, couldn't get it. Let's see if I can actually use Ridley to do a critical strike on this enemy. Yes! Now feel the power of the Kobold. He does a critical strike. And those critical strikes during the war battle, they can actually kill an enemy unit in one fell swoop. It's pretty godly.
Infamous was amazing. Lord Dude said the part where you visit when it's basically a flood in New Orleans, that's totally what happens. It was wild when I played it. Yeah, I remember that. Part 2, yeah, he goes to New Orleans, yeah. I don't think they straight up call it that, but yeah, you can tell it's supposed to be. I remember there was like two, you could pick one or two like girls, like, I guess, to be his waifu or whatever. Part 2, do you remember? You remember Part 2, Infamous?
No, I still need to, put in some quality time in the Infamous games, to be honest. But here's Ridley saying, I knew we shouldn't have joined forces with the humans. We don't need to waste our precious few lives in this meaningless war. Order all forces to retreat. So, yeah. Ridley and the Kobolds are retreating because they feel like they're being used. As cannon fodder, I guess you could say. Kind of petty, but I guess there was something like this that was bound to happen. So yeah, since he left, we don't have a chance of winning this fight, so you can see why this battle's going to end with a withdrawal.
Lord Doom said it's new something with an M. New Marai. That's what New Marai. And it was essentially just New Orleans. And he said there was an alignment system. One girl was good and one was evil. You got ice or fire powers on top of the electricity. Yeah, that was it. Depending on the girl you picked, the good or evil one.
Uh-huh.
I remember playing it twice. I remember beating it just to see both endings. I love when they shoot their arrows. You hear pew pew pew.
Pew, pew, pew,
Kind of reminds me of
pew,
Land
pew.
Grisser.
Superstar noises.
If you play Land Grisser, this is basically it right here. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
If you play the mobile game, they're adorable little chibis. Except the mobile game's hard. for like, it's kind of cool. They made it like a legit game. But the fact that the dailies were hard, I mean, just for dailies, I'm like, bruh, these are just the dailies.
Oh man, it seems like we're putting up a good fight here, but, oh, we still are.
At some point. Lord Doom said he did both as well, but he said the fire powers are more useful in Infamous too. Because you were able to jump further and you were more mobile.
Uh-huh.
So you said you have to lose this battle?
Well, you don't technically lose. Your army will withdraw at some point.
Oh, okay. So as long as Gilbert Grape doesn't get crushed again.
Well, no, he didn't even get crushed whatsoever. And as you saw, I did heal him too. So that was a benefit. So, yep, our army's saying it's no good. Without Ridley's help, we don't have a chance to win this fight. So, yep, the order for our troops to withdraw is now. So, yep, that was a withdrawal there on our part. So, there were no winners or no losers in that fight. The State Army's bad habit has shown itself. Yep. Where they feel that they shouldn't even waste their power on something they feel is kind of pointless. But, you know, you figure that old habit would go away with the army that we're, striving, to not try and become, like the old habit. Yep, so that is that with that fight. So, kind of interesting how that all played out. But, with how that battle played out, we'll just have to see where our next battle's going to take us. But we'll have to wait for that in the next couple weeks. So I think we're at the point where we can now go ahead and, end off the stream for tonight.
Alright.
Okay, and I think it's my turn this time since Metal went first last time. So, anyways, you guys can follow me at youtube.com/RPGreviews. That's where I work on my created content. And you can also follow me here on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/RPGreviews. But I pretty much use my Twitch channel as a secondary streaming channel because I use YouTube not only for my content, but also to stream on there as well. So I stream through both YouTube and Twitch via Restream, so follow me at both those sources when you can. And to follow me through social media, you can follow me at facebook.com/RPGreviews and twitter.com/RPGreviews. Be sure to be on the lookout for more content coming from not only me in the future, but from us as the Geek Fighters that you're not going to find anywhere else. Had a lot of fun with this. Hope you guys have a great holiday season, and I'm looking forward to coming back in the next couple of weeks for us to play some more of this game for you all. And that's me.
Well, thank you very much. As for me, follow me on Twitter at MetalBlueEyes0. A little more streamlined. Same thing for the YouTube channel. It's just Metal Blue Eyes. Once again, simpler, cleaner. Is what you mean to me, and it feels so right. It's hard to fight. Oh. But yeah. Anyways.
Simple,
also
clean.
check out our...
I was going to say simple and clean is the way how you make me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. I know, bad.
Yeah, basically, there you go. But
Kingdom Hearts.
And of course, check out hero-club.com for all your hero news, and follow us across media at Hero Club for Life. We usually stream Wednesdays and Fridays, though for the next 2 weeks, we won't be streaming on Fridays because, well, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, so yeah. But Wednesdays, we have Hero Club Weekly, where we talk about news in, tokusatsu, model kits, take in something. This week, it's the He-Man She-Ra Christmas special. So check us out. Thanks.
Okay. You good? All right.
Yes.
All right. So you can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/fightercows. I put that in there because I usually stream on Tuesdays and Fridays, 4 p.m. Eastern. Tuesdays is Tekken. Fridays is Super Robot Wars OGs, except for a break where we play a fighting game just like we do here for Geek Fighters after every 4 episodes. I put that in the chat about keeping an eye on my social media, which is also the same name, Fighter Cows, because I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for New Year's Eve still. And you should keep an eye on social media or the Discord for either me or Double R to announce, what I'm going to do on New Year's Eve, which is still a ways away. So,
yeah,
I still have time to think about it. I'll probably come up with something solid before New Year's Eve.
And I don't know, you might have me as a special guest or something because I am off New Year's Eve, so wouldn't be that too far-fetched to,
cool.
Join you.
Well, yeah, okay, because that's basically, because I wasn't sure. I'm like, I'll do it by but yeah, it's open for people to join. You, Metal can join, y'all can join.
All right.
But yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, the next time we'll stream, as we said, will be in a couple weeks. It will be on New Year's Day of January 2022. So we all hope that you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And for us to sign off here at the Geek Fighters, I'm Double RPG.
Metal? Metal?
That was Metal Blue of Eyes.
That was Metal Blue Eyes. And I'm Fighter Cows.
And Fighter Cows, you know what to do, my friends. So you got 2 words to end off the stream, and they are... Peace out, everybody. Hope you have a good holiday season. Bye-bye. Laters.